Hello, Taurus. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Witch's Tarot by Ellen Dugan, illustrated by Mark Evans. I think you're close enough there. Supportive Oracle cards, Queen of the Moon Oracle by Stacy DeMarco. I know Stacy has other decks. I think Ellen does too. I am not familiar with Mark. So if you like what you're seeing with these decks, search out those people and go forward as necessary. Ooh, this might be really good for you. Okay, I'm kind of excited. Gotta be honest with you. Kind of excited. I like it when it looks really good at the end. That's where I get excited. Okay. It's going good for Taurus. Now, I don't know who you're dealing with, but somebody might think they're going to get the better of you and not get that, which is good. Starting off is this face-down bunch of cards. King of Pentacles, Two of Wands, and the Hunger card. Hunger with the wolf on it. Now this is all face down, which is telling me this seems to pop up out of nowhere to you. But when I'm getting the King of Pentacles hidden in here, it tells me this is something that's been coming for a while. So somebody might have been working on something and bringing something forward, and devising a plan or whatever they wanted to do. And they've been coming forward to this choice for a long time, but they have not been including you or telling you this was going on. They're also making the choice, the final choice out of hunger, which means it kind of feels a little bit like desperation in the sense of like, you know, it's been 3 days since they've eaten and now they're like, I need food, I need food. So that's kind of the energy I'm feeling with the hunger. Like, I need to make this choice, I need to pull the trigger on this, I need to do this and get this done. Again, they've been thinking about it for a long time. It's just they haven't been letting you know about that. Now, when it comes forward to you, and somebody's making their choice that directly affects you, I'm getting like, you're not upset about it at first, but you're kind of like, all right, well, you're making that choice for you, not for me. You're going to go do that, then you're going to go do that. I'm not doing that. And I feel like you're just kind of like, that's why you have the King of Cups. Like, that's fine. I'm just not going to do it. You got to do what you got to do, and you're holding your ground with the Four of Swords. But you're not only holding your ground, it's kind of like, I don't feel like I have to go along with you. I don't feel like I have to be a part of that if I don't want to. And I'm not going to be. That's not what I want to do. The Four of Swords is usually like in traditional decks, it's usually like a healing or resting card. Which it's kind of got that energy here, like, you know, you're going to go and do that. I'm going to abstain and sit here and just kind of be calm. I'm going to keep doing what I was doing. But in this deck, it kind of feels like there's like holding your ground, like you want to do that, but I'm not gonna. And you're completely comfortable and cool with that. It's almost like this person might be going off and doing other things for a while, and you're kind of like, I could use the break, and that's okay. Something else is coming out of this. There's self-love and wisdom. I do feel like this is helping you. Like when they're making their choice, you're kind of like, maybe that's for the best anyway. This, even in the beginning, it's kind of like a shocking, I don't know, it's sort of shocking, but not in a bad way. It's kind of like I wasn't expecting that, but I'm okay with that. Like maybe this is working out better than it planned. Is that wisdom? Yep. Wisdom with self-love is kind of like, all right, you go do that. I'm not, but you go do that. Now, they do seem to be wanting some help from you. And I do feel like you might be giving some of that. Because I'm getting strength on their side. But I feel like it's kind of like, I can do this. Would you be willing to help me out? I do, because I feel like even though that's strength on their side, I do feel like you're helping them. Because you got the Three of Cups with the Faith card. Kind of like, you know what, I don't know what you're going to do for them, but maybe you have some connections or something you could give them advice. Maybe you're just, I don't know, whatever you're doing. You seem to be helping them. You're like, I'm not going to go with you on that trip, but, you know, here's a couple bucks, buy yourself something nice for it. I don't know. I know so-and-so has done that trip before, go talk to them, see what you need. You're helping them, but you're not going with them. So it's kind of like if they're going on a trip, you're like, well, here's some information I know about that. Here's some people you could talk to. You can borrow my suitcases, whatever. Something. You're helping, but you're not going. Strength is on their side. They're putting it together themselves. You're more giving more informational, but like you might be giving them something tangible. Like here's my luggage. You can borrow that. Here's some extra money. You can use that. Here, talk to these people. Ask that person what to do. Here's some information I found online. Use support maybe on that way, on that level, but you're not going. And it's helping them. It's building up their strength. They're feeling strong enough to do this. They have to pull it together. You're like, here's some stuff you can use for it. I'm not doing it for you, but you can use this and make it happen yourself. Okay, cool. This person, the help you're giving is not the help they were hoping for. They wanted to kind of pull you into the situation is what I'm getting. They wanted to pull you into the situation and do it with them. They wanted you to go on the trip and do part of the trip with them and maybe foot part of the bill. You're not going. So the strength is on them to make it happen. They want it to happen. Or they're like, okay, cool, here's some resources, make it happen yourself. I'm not going. The heartbreak is that you're helping them and they have no reason for this not to work, but they are heartbroken because they wanted you to go too. I'm also getting the fruition, like it will come forward, but it's on them. It's on them. The three of swords is basically because they wanted you to be a part of it, and you're just kind of like, I don't know, no. But thank you. And here's some resources. You do it yourself. You go do that. Kind of like you go do that, not me, but you go do it. You got the King of Wands crossing the Page of Pentacles. I feel like this is advice. If you're going to help them, you can borrow my luggage, here's some people you can talk to, here's some information I know about that. And then disconnect. Don't get really invested in this and keep helping. I feel like you're going to have the need to keep up on it and keep helping. They're saying help once when you get the information, then disconnect. You know, Taurus usually sticks with what they're doing, though. That's the thing. But at this level, you can do that. You just got to kind of make it a conscious decision. All right, I let them borrow my luggage. I gave them some resources. I told them who to talk to. Step out. Literally, like, step out. Like, don't ask how it's going. Because if you start asking how it's going to go, they're going to be like, well, I could need help with this, help with that. Well, I know of this. And you're going to get pulled into it. You're not going to go on this trip, but you're going to end up doing the footwork or the legwork and helping plan it and pull it together. You're going to get sucked into it in that respect. Don't do that. Help, step out, don't ask how it's going. It's up to this other person to make it happen. Let them do it on their own. That's like the King of Wands, like crossing the Page of Pentacles, saying, don't get sucked into this and do a low-level, support staff type thing. Don't do that. I feel like that's the advice. Like, help once, and then consciously make that decision. We're done. We're stepping out. We're not doing this anymore. I'm not doing this. Okay, your business. The Seven of Pentacles with the Page of Swords is kind of like, it may take them a while to really bring it together on their own, but it's going to make more of a difference. That's how they need to do this. Give them time to create their own plan. Don't step in and help. Just one time, help once, step out, and then whatever they want to make of it, let them make of it. Because they got that Page of Swords energy too. Kind of like they want it to happen, but it's almost like I'm getting this weird energy, like they kind of want somebody else to make it happen for them, and it's kind of like, this is bad. That's a bad trip. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because you don't want to put in this effort. No, they need to be putting in the effort. Don't put the effort in for them. Help once, that's good, but then consciously step out. I'm getting like it's really important you do that. Because whatever they're choosing to do, I'm also getting, again, in the beginning it was about hunger. It's almost like out of desperation. They just want to do something different. They just want to make something more exciting for them. But they may not be overly invested in it, which is another reason why you want to pull back. Because all three earth signs, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, you don't get involved and put your effort into stuff just for the fun of it. You put effort into things to get a result out, to get something out. Like you're putting in the effort because something's going to come out of it. You're not just going to be like, I'm not going to just go paint the house from top to bottom, even though it doesn't need it, just because I just feel like it. Like I'm not going to, it's a beautiful house, it's already painted yellow, it's fine. I'm not going to go ahead and paint the whole thing from top to bottom yellow again when it was already yellow and there was nothing wrong with it to begin with. I'm not going to waste my energy. I wouldn't do that. Which is why, again, pull out, because I have a feeling this isn't going to work. When it keeps going forward, whatever they want to do, it becomes really heavy for them, really stressful. They could make this a success. And they might have a version of a success coming out of this. Let's see, because where it's ending, it's kind of making me wonder. I feel like this is in the lesson about what they want to happen and what they can make happen, how devoted they have to be in their own situation to make it actually come to fruition. You can't make a choice, start creating it, and then just peter out and be like, well, if you want something to actually happen, you got to start moving forward. Creating a plan to make it happen is very helpful, and keep working towards it and I'm getting like they have a chance to make this happen with the Ten of Wands, but it does seem to be a very heavy burden here. You've got the Four of Wands. Like, you're supportive, and I feel like they keep coming towards you for support, but don't do this for them. Keep making them do it themselves. If they keep asking you, if they ask you for help, remind yourself, I'm not doing this for them. And say, well, you can do this, or you can go search that out. You could probably find more information online. I already did everything I can do for you. Just hold strong. Like, I've already done what I can do. I said you can borrow the luggage. You can. I've already given you what I'm going to give you, and I've told you who you can go talk to. You need to go do that if you want that to happen. The Four of Wands makes me feel like you're very stable, and you're standing like, I've already done everything I'm going to do for you. Not everything I can do for you, but all I am going to do for you. It just seems that's a better balance. Just all I'm going to do for you. And that's enough. That's more than enough. They seem to have the Fear card and the Hanged Man. They're realizing this is all on them to put it together. And they're not feeling the most confident to make it happen. But I feel like you might even be telling them, like, make a list. Make a list on what needs to get done, what needs to happen, and just start working down that list and get things done slowly but surely. I feel like you're even telling them that. Like, write down everything that needs to happen. You gotta book the hotel, you gotta book the car, you gotta get the time off, you gotta have this much money, you gotta do this, you gotta, like, make a list of everything you're gonna need, and then just put it in order, like what needs to happen first, what needs to happen last, and just start working down the list, and just do a little bit every day, and you'll get there. And I feel like you're even telling this person that. Just keep working at it. Make your list and keep working at it, and just keep working at it, and it will happen. It will happen. This, again, I'm coming back to the hunger. The reason they're choosing this is just it seems like it's based out of desperation. There's something for them to learn out of this. I don't know what they're getting out of it. I'm not really sure, just to be fair. But I'm getting the Five of Pentacles with the Eight of Cups for them. They're feeling like they can't do this, and they're walking away from it, whatever this plan was. This is, again, why you don't want to get too deep in this. You'll tell them what they need to do, and they can put in that work. That way, if they decide they don't want to do it, all that work that they put in, if they put in work and then drop the ball, that's on them. That's them putting in that effort. Again, you're not going to paint that whole house the same color when it doesn't need to be painted. So you're not going to waste your energy. That's why they're saying make them do the work. Don't do the work for them. There's something about this they're supposed to learn. And I'm not really connecting to what it is, I'll be honest with you. Something they're supposed to learn from this. It's like, whatever the reason was, they need to drill down the reason, like, they need to drill down where the hunger is coming from. For whoever that person is, they need to drill down and be like, why did I want to do that? What was it I was hoping to really get out? What type of satisfaction or joy was I going for, and why? They need to really understand that. That's what they're supposed to get out of this, because there's a lack here and there's a walking away, because this isn't what really is going to make them happen. This decision they've been thinking about for the long time, or what they wanted to do, it's rooted in hunger. It's not, when hunger doesn't really, like, if you're going towards something for hunger reasons, you're just like, whatever I can get, I'll take. It doesn't mean you want it, it means you need it. and they're realizing this isn't working. I'm needing a change, but what is the change I'm actually needing? What is really wrong here? Why do I keep ending up in this moment of hunger? I'm in an area where it's not bountiful enough for me, and I feel like I'm always in lack, or what's the problem? They've got to figure that out for themselves. Hopefully you come at this reading, and if it hits for you anyway, it comes to you in a time where you can see this before it happens and realize this person needs to kind of do some soul searching and figure out what it is they really need. I'm getting the Nine of Pentacles with the Page of Cups. Between you and this person, you seem very happy with them. Whatever they want to do is their thing. That's their thing. You're not really happy that they're kind of ditching out on their own plans. It's kind of like you don't really like that. It's kind of like if you're going to do something, do it. Just keep working towards it. Like, don't give up on it. That's not cool. But in this situation, it's kind of like there's something else, and that's what they're hoping you're going to see. Like, there's a problem. This person has something that's out of balance, and this situation, whatever it is they were trying to make happen, that was not going to fulfill them. So it's okay that it failed. But they really have to search out their own hunger and find out where is their hunger coming from. Why is that situation actually even happening? Why are they ending up in a situation where they are hungry? You know what I mean? Like, what is really, I don't know I hope I'm saying it right, you know? It seems like it's coming off right, but I don't know. To me, it seems a little cryptic. You know what I mean? Like, if they wanted to go on a trip, did they actually want to go on a vacation? Or is their life overwhelming and they just want to escape from their life and it's just they can't stand it anymore? So they're like, if that's the thing, their life is becoming too stressful and they're not happy, they need to start drilling down what in their life is not making them happy. For example, if they're at a job and their job is too stressful and there's people that they really are having a very hard time dealing with, and they're just trying to, like, you know, distract themselves so they don't have to think about that. That's where the hunger was coming from. Like, they just wanted to get away, so they were trying to, like, center on a trip and put all the energy into making a trip happen so they could just avoid that other problem. They need to drill down and realize, wait a minute, my job is the problem, and why do I feel like I'm trapped there, and how do I change things, what do I need to do to change that situation? Okay. I think that's what they're saying, because I feel like this person and them giving up is really bothering you, is what's going to happen if this reading really hits. Them giving up is really going to bother you, and it's kind of like, all right, what's up with that? And they're saying, and the universe is trying to say, it wasn't about whatever the situation was, the trip or whatever it was. Whatever they dropped and they're like, well, I'm just not going to do it now. It wasn't about that. It's about them realizing, why did they want to do that? What are they trying to escape from? What do they really need to deal with and really need to look at and change in their life? And that may be important to you, kind of like if you could help them figure that out or help them first identify it and then start working on a resolution for that, that would make a difference to you, is what I'm getting. It's like, what's the real problem? What's really under the surface? What's under the soil here? What's been buried under the soil that we need to dig up and actually deal with? And that's what this whole reading is about, is what I'm getting. Okay, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.